Yes, Torah reading is going to be a little bit different today. Our Torah reading is going to be for the reading of Pesach for this coming Shabbat. So we skip our normal Torah reading, which we're up to Leviticus, and we're going back to Exodus. Exodus 33:12 to 34:26. 33:12 to 34:26. So starting off in 33:12, it says, "And Moses said to Yah, Behold, you are saying to me, cause this people to go up, and you have not told me whom you will send with me. And yet you have said, I know you by my name, and also you have found favor in my eyes." In verse 13, "And now I have found favor in your eyes. Please make me see your ways, and let me know you, that I may find favor in your eyes, and consider that this nation is your people." And he said, "My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest." And they said to him, "If your presence does not go away, do not cause us to go up. And now by what can it be known that I and your people have found favor in your eyes? Is it not in your going with us? And we are distinguished, I and your people, from the nations which are on the face of the earth?" And Yah said to Moses, "This thing which you have spoken, I will do. For you have found favor in my eyes, and I know you by name." And he said, "I pray, let me see your glory." And he said, "I will cause my goodness to pass before your face. And I will call out the name of Yahweh before your face. And I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious to, and I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy." And he said, "You are not able to see my face, for no man could see my face." And Yah said, "Behold, I place by me, and you shall stand on the rock. And as my glory is passing, it will be that I will put you in a cleft of the rock, and I will cover my hand over you during my passing. And I will remove my hand, and you shall see my back, but my face cannot be seen." So that's Exodus, starting in verse 12, finishing the chapter. And now we're going to read Exodus 34. We're going to read 34 all the way up to verse 26. Hallelujah. And Yah said to Moses, "Cut out for yourself 2 tablets of stone, like the former, and I will write on the tablets the words which were on the former tablet, which you broke. And be prepared in the morning to go up in the morning to Mount Sinai, and place yourself there, me on top of the mountain. There by me on top of the mountain. And a man shall not go up with you, and also let no man be seen in the mountain. Also do not allow the flocks, the herds, to feed before the mountain." And he cut out 2 tablets of stone like the former. And Moses rose early in the morning and went up into the mountain of Mount Sinai, as Yah had commanded him. And he took in his hand the 2 tablets of stone. And Yah came down in the cloud, and he placed himself there with him, and he called the name of Yah. And Yah passed before his face, and he called out, "Yah, Yah Elohim, mercy and greatness, slow to anger and great in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgressions and sin, and not leaving entirely the unpunished, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on sons, and on sons, and the third generation and the 4th generation." And Moses hurried and bowed to the earth and worshipped. And he said, "If now I have found favor in your eyes, O Yah, please let my Adonai go in our midst, for it is a stiff-necked people, and you forgive our iniquity in our sin, and take us as a possession." Now we're up to verse 10. And he said, behold, I am cutting a covenant. I will do wonderful things before you, all your people, which have not been done in all the earth, and among all the nations, and all the people in whose midst you are shall see the work of Yah. For that which I am about to do, it is awesome. Take heed for yourself what I am commanding you today. Behold, I am about to drive out from before you the face of the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Verse 12. Take heed to yourself that you do not cut a covenant with these people, the people of the land which you are going into, that it not be a snare in your midst. But you shall cut down their altars, break their pillars, and you shall cut off their asherols. For you shall not bow to another Elohim, for Yah, whose name is jealous, he is a jealous Elohim. You are not, that you do not cut a covenant with the people of the land, and they fornicate with their Elohims, and they call to you, and you eat from his sacrifice. Now we're up to verse 16. And you take from their daughters for your sons, and their sons and their daughters fornicate with their Elohims, and they lead your sons to fornicate with their Elohims. You shall not make for yourself casted Elohims. You shall keep the feast of unleavened 7 days. You shall eat unleavened things, which I commanded you at the time appointed, the month of Abib. In the month of Abib, you went out from Egypt. So here we are in chapter 34 of Exodus, verse 18. You shall keep the feast of unleavened bread. And that's where we find ourselves right now, everybody. This week is the feast of unleavened bread. Hallelujah. Verse 19. Everyone opening the womb is mine, and all your male livestock, a firstling of ox or sheep. The firstling of a donkey you shall redeem with a lamb. And if you do not redeem, you shall break its neck. You shall redeem every firstborn of your sons, and they shall not be seen before my face empty. Verse 21, you may work 6 days, and on the 7th day you shall rest. In plowing time and in harvest shall be rest. And you shall observe the Feast of Weeks for yourself, the first fruits of the harvest of wheat, also the feast of ingathering after the turn of the year. And verse 23, 3 times in the year, every male of yours shall be seen before the face of Yah, the Elohim of Israel. For I will expel the nations from before your face and make broad your territory, and no one shall covet your land. And you will go up to appear before Yah, your Elohim, 3 times a year. Verse 26. And you shall not slaughter the blood of many of my, you shall not slaughter the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, nor shall the sacrifice of the Passover feast pass the night until morning. You shall bring, this verse 26, you shall bring the first of the first fruits of your ground to the house of Yah, your Elohim. You shall not boil a kid in the milk of its mother. So this was the Torah reading for this coming Torah portion for this week. We took a break in the normal Torah readings, which we're up to Leviticus, and going back and revisiting the Passover instructions and command, because we are going to celebrate Pesach this week. Hallelujah, everybody. Thank you. May you all have a blessed week, a blessed Pesach, and a blessed new year as we're in the first month of the biblical calendar. And there's a lot of people doing different calendars and so on. But this is the week we observe the Pesach. So hallelujah. Some of you might do it one day apart or on the same day, but to celebrate and remember it. Celebrate and remember it when you feel God's leading you to do that. and pray for those that are going to observe the wickedness of Easter next week, and pray that their eyes and hearts are open. You all have a blessed day. Yah be with you all, and shalom, shalom.